Okay, with number 32, Karl Hopper, and Hopper another win against the Basingstoke State Buffalo, getting close to the unbeaten season. So just tell us how you feel the team performed against Basingstoke State Buffalo on Sunday.
Good game. Boys all turned up. We had a hard weekend really. Played away on the Saturday, came back home on the Sunday. Played Basingstoke. Played Basingstoke many times this year, as we have always other teams as well, and we weren't sure what they was going to turn up with, and they turned up with half a decent team, still missing a few players, but I think they put in a good performance, worked us quite hard. The boys stood up well and was counted for, and 8 goals, none against. It's a great weekend. I think all the lines played well. We shifted about a bit. We had Jerry playing D because he'd not been here. He'd not been here the week previous to practice with us and everything, so I got lumbered with him on my defensive line. But he played well. It didn't look like he'd been away for a week. I mean, a week doesn't seem like a long time, but when you've not probably when he's been home, he's maybe had a good couple of nights out with his family, and he didn't look that bad. So it all came together. He was missing a couple of defensemen. Kane, who's injured, Derek for work commitments, I believe. So everyone seemed to gel together, and everyone played well. The young kids are playing well. Sean Martin got to stay up on that second line, and I think he had a good weekend as well. So it's all worked out pretty good, and like you say, we're still on for this unbeaten season, and hopefully with 2 games remaining in this league, I think we'll do that this weekend. I think we've got enough character and enough drive to get us through it. We've got a little party tomorrow night for us and end the season thing, and I think the lads will behave themselves and have a good night, and say thank you to everyone who's helped us this year, fans, management, even your other players. I think it would just be a good start to the weekend and get these 2 wins over with and see what Sunday brings.
And like you said, a tough game against Fletcher's Tigers on the Isle of Wight. So, talk about Saturday's game. How did you feel the team responded and performed against a tougher team?
Yeah, it was a great result. I mean, you got to get out of the way. It doesn't matter. I don't think it doesn't matter whether you're playing under 10s or whether you're getting up to open age. You play the Raiders there like they have done a few seasons beforehand, and every game's always hard, and you don't expect anything less from a team who's got some decent players. Carter, Colsey, Tony Blaze. Few good lads there who've been about and played a lot, and you never know what you're going to get. And I think we went in there with a game plan, and I think the first couple of periods, I think we stuck to it. We carried on with what Dino wanted. All the lads did their job. I mean, Danny Hammond got 4 goals, and I think that was just down to. I think Danny was up. I think he was due a game like that. All praise to him. I mean, he played fantastic, and to not have Jerry on his line, who does make a big difference, whether he's on the first line with Richie or whether he's on second line with Danny and Lee Breers, or whether he's on with the kids. He just gives you that extra bit of flow and a bit of oomph when you're in an offensive zone or in the neutral zone. He helps you out endlessly, and I think Danny, not to have him on his line, it was a bit like where are our points going to come from, and I think everyone stepped up, and Danny had a fantastic game like I said earlier, and I think for him to do that, I think it's put a good end to Danny's season. It helped him get over his 100 points at the weekend, and everyone else who was there, the defence, you know it's going to be a hard game playing defence in that ring, because it's just putting on you. You haven't got a lot of time to get the puck and have a look up, and you know you're going to get hit. And we cleared our zones well. It doesn't look pretty when you're just getting it, and it looks like you're hammering it up the boards all the time. But in that rink, that's the way you have to play. Same as Gosport, what we've got coming up on Saturday. That's going to be exactly the same. It's a small rink, and they know how to play in it. They play on it every week, and we get to go there twice a year, 3 times if we're lucky. And they seem to bring a few things out, but I think from the start we pressured and we got the puck in their zone, and they didn't know really how to handle us. And I think credit to all our boys who played on the Saturday. It was a great result, and I think that set us up for what happened for the rest of the weekend.